Freddie, did you think, I mean, did anybody think that a musician and a scientist would be collaborating on sort of the interface between art, music, and science?
I've always been interested in evolution. I studied astronomy when I was, in school, and got the bug for science and life and cosmos and beginnings and origins. And beyond Lucy, I mean, I like to think about who created Lucy. And I don't think there's a real disconnect necessarily between the creationist theory and the evolution theory. I think they could coexist. I mean, that's something that I'd like to let people know. That my mother says, "Was God an ape?" to me after I wrote the song. And I think that's a classic statement from people, and they want to,
Yeah, I think certainly those are two distinct and not necessarily mutually exclusive ways of looking at the universe. But what is interesting from my perspective as a scientist is I do see a commonality in the creative process between what you do and what I've done, all the books I've authored over the years, all of the lectures that I put together to try to convey the scientific basis, the scientific evidence for understanding who we are, where we've come from, how we have become, as frightening as it sounds, the most dominant creature on the planet. And a great way to convey what I've done, and I never thought about this until you came up with the idea of, hey, let's do this music video together, is through a music video which engages, I think predominantly younger people, people who may be thinking about this but not understanding how it all fits together. And the wonderful words and music that you've written, the discoveries I've made, have come together in a way that's very user-friendly, very approachable, and in a way with the beginning shot, the morphing shot, kind of provocative.
Yeah, you and me, we used to be.
We are all together. We are all from one source.
Yeah, I mean the message is that all humanity has a common origin, a common beginning, that we share a common ancestry, that we share a common species today. We all belong to what the Swedish botanist called Homo sapiens, supposedly wise man, homo being Latin for man and sapiens for sapient or wise or intelligent. And that if we can accept this very simple notion that there is a commonality to us in the past, a commonality to us today, in the present, that every person on the planet belongs to the same species, has had the same beginning, there must be, I think, a strong philosophical implication that there is a common destiny for the species. And anything that brings about an awareness of that and an appreciation of that in kind of a non-confrontational way, a way that's easy to access, is taking the idea of origins and commonality a long distance, where people can actually embrace it without any sort of anxiety. We were all once Australopithecine. We all did have this common beginning, and that just in itself helps people feel, I think, closer not only to each other, but also closer to this natural world that created all of us.
Everybody on the planet is a homo.
Yeah, Homo sapiens.
At one time, at one time, at one time or another, everything was evergreen, everyone Australopithecine.